Hey guys, what's up? We are back again with another video, and in this one, we are going to be talking about some of the hardest topics of the JavaScript world on which full JavaScript is totally dependent. That is an object. So, today I'm going to show you some of the inbuilt methods which JavaScript offers to us, and they can be really very helpful in the web development process. So, let's get started. I have created few files for you, few JavaScript files and one index.html file. In my index.html file, I'll be importing my JS files. Currently, it is script1.js. So let's get started. So the first question arises is what is an object? So JavaScript is, as you know, is an object-oriented programming language. So everything in JavaScript or which JavaScript offers is an object. So let me tell you an real life scenario example. For example, you own a car. So that car is an object. And what are the key value pairs? What are the properties of that car? For example, my car's color is red. So here the property is color and the value of that property is red. So this is how we differentiate this object or this we correlate JavaScript with the real life examples. So I hope we are clear till now what is an object. So if someone asks you in an interview or anywhere else, what is an object? So reply to them that JavaScript is an object-oriented programming language. So and everything in JavaScript is an object. So object is nothing more but a key value pair. So that's all. That is the basic and simple definition of an object. So I have built an common inbuilt method that is object.keys in here, and I am going to show you the output which it will be throwing in the console. Let me open the console side by side. Yeah, so I have created an object named employee which contains some key value pairs. Age is the key, value is 40, occupation is key, value is engineer, level 4. And I have printed out in the console.log object.keys employees. So let's see what it is going to give us in the output in the console. Let me refresh it. Yeah, so you see that when I printed employee with the help of object.keys, then it is giving me all the keys on the left hand side: age, occupation, level. So these are the keys which we are getting through this object.keys inbuilt JavaScript method. So I hope we are clear with the object.keys. Now I'm going to show you the object.values method. So let me change it to script.2.js, script2.js, and I'm going to open it. Yeah, so here as well I have created a simple JavaScript object which contains some key value pairs, and in here we are printing the object.values employee. So as you can see, it has given me all the values, that is 40 is the age, occupation is engineer, level is 4. So it has thrown me out in the console all the values. So this is what object.values method provides to us. Then let me change it to 3. Let's open the third one. And in here we are going to be talking about the object.entries method. Let me change this to object literals. Okay, oops. This spacing. Yeah. So I have here as well, I have created a simple object drinks, and this one key is maple and another is orange, and it is showing the status whether it is in stock or it is out of stock, and orange is so the quantity. So I have, with the help of object.entries, I have with the for loop, I have looped over this particular object for const the name and the cost. Okay, so this name includes our keys, and this cost includes our values. So the left hand side is inside this name, and the right hand side, that is values, is inside this cost. For const of object.entries, and in here we will be passing this drinks because we are looping over this. Okay, and then in the console I am printing out the name and the cost. So you can see maple, out of stock, orange. So with the help of this object.entries, you can uh, play with the object data and customize it in any way, whatever is required. So this is what object.entries is. Now let's change this to script 4. That's all for that object.entries. Script 4. Yep. Let me change this to, yeah, there was a typo. Yeah. So I have created a student object which contains method. So methods are the, like, here displays the method. You can call it as a function as well, but when it is an inside an object, then it is a method. Okay, so in here, this particular method inside this object, what it is doing is it is consoling it is outputting in the console the name with this dot name. So everything uh, which is inside is this is the whole object. This includes whole scope of this object. Anything, for example, if I type age and here I give 4, then this dot age will be 4. So this scope is limited to particular this object only. Let me, yeah, undo this. Yeah. So I hope we are clear with this one. And in here I have created one, let std1 is equal to object dot create student. So with the help of this, I have created a copy of this particular object with the help of object.create method which JavaScript provides us. And after that, I am configuring the new property, new value of a particular property. I am configuring it. So object.create student. Now std1 includes the new object. So let me show you console.log what is std1. So you can see name Wazi. So this includes the exact copy of this one by the help of object.create. Now let me undo this. And std1.name, I am configuring this property in our new copy. So std1.name is equals to Wazi, not fuzzy. Fuzzy in the first one, and in this in the prototype we are changing it to Wazi. And in here we are calling std1.display. Yeah, and you can see name Wazi. So this might be very useful, that is object.create. So focus on this one and try to practice it as much as you can. Now let's replace it to script 5. Might be, let me change this. Yeah. So object.assign, what it does is copies all the, it takes a target and a source. So what it do is that from the source it copies all the properties and provide it to the target. So what this is what object.assign do. I have created one target object with the key value pairs a1 b2 and another one source with b4 c5, and I have created a const return target in which I am assigning object.assign target, this one, and the source. So what it is going to do is it is going to copy all the properties which are not in the source. Okay, and it will give us the result. It is going to copy the properties from the target which doesn't exist in the source, Okay, and it is going to return us that particular object. So as you can see, console.log return target comma target. And if we see the output, you can see A1, B4, C5. So return target now includes all the properties from target as well into the source. So this is what object.assign does. Let me change it to now script 6. So this is object.seal. So I have created a simple car object with the key value pairs as price with 15,000, and I have passed down car into the object.seal in-built JavaScript method. Now I am trying to modify the price, that is car.price equals to 18,000, and I have consoled it out, console.log car.price. As you can see, it has changed my price to 18,000, but we can modify it, but we cannot delete it. I have modified the car price, but with this, the danger delete keyword in JavaScript card, it is deleting this particular price property, delete car dot price. And again in the second line, in the next line, I am consoling out console.log car dot price, and you can see that we are getting the car dot price again 18,000, and in the line just above it, we are trying to delete it, but it does not delete it because it is sealing the property. Sealing, you can relate with the real world example. What is sealing? So sealing is like which is sealed, which cannot be changed, which is fixed. So this is what object.seal uh, offers to us. And now let's change this to script 7. So yeah, so what does object.freeze do? It freezes an object. So whoa, we don't understand what does that mean. So you have a refrigerator, and inside them you have put your ice tray, and what your refrigerator do is that it freezes them. Okay, then as long as they are in that particular freezer, they are freezed. Okay, so this is what object.freeze method provides us. So there are some characteristics of this object.freeze, which I have written over here. New properties from being added to the object. That is, if you have included your object into object.freeze method, then you cannot include new properties inside that. Okay, you cannot even remove the properties from that particular object when it is wrapped inside the object.freeze method, just like as you cannot do in the object.seal. So second point is just similar to the object.seal method. You cannot change its properties, your writability of existing properties. You cannot modify them. You cannot even do any such kind of CRUD operations in that. Okay, so and fourth one is changing values of the existing object properties and prototype. Swipe, for example, code. Yeah, this one I have written for my own good. Okay, so I have created an object client with budget 3,000, and in the next line I am freezing it this particular object.freeze, passing down the client, and I am trying to change the budget property of this object, that is client.budget is equals to 2,500, and in the console I am printing out console.log client.budget. And if I change this, you can see that the budget value has not been changed to 2,500 because we have freezed this object. So this is what object.freeze method provides us, and I hope you are clear with these all 7 inbuilt methods of JavaScript, and someday or the other you are going to be using them, and they provides a very decent I would say shortcut which you can do in 1 or 2 lines rather than writing some code. And these might be very useful for you in the daily life web development activity, as I have already mentioned in the starting. So if you are following with me, I hope you have a decent clarity about these inbuilt methods. And if not, kindly rewind the video and watch it again, And if then also you are facing some unclearance, then do let me in the comment section. I'll definitely try to make another video on any of the topic you want me to create. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe, share, and like this video as much as you can with your loved ones. So thank you so much.